has gone from troubled teen in Party of Five in the Scream movies to grown-up temptress in the new film When Will I Be Loved? And she knows how to make an indecent proposal work to her advantage. Take a look.
It's not enough? Is that what you're saying?
How would I know if it's enough when I don't know what it's for? For a really nice dinner, absolutely, it's more than enough. Maybe even 10 dinners, 20 maybe even, and a couple of lunches, but oh, for something else, I don't know why. What'd you have in mind?
I told you. To make you happy.
She knows how to negotiate. Please welcome Neve Campbell. Neve, do you have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos.
Did you ever think you'd get one? Did you come close?
Yeah, you know, I thought about it for a while, but I'm actually really glad I didn't, because as an actor, you have to go through the trouble of covering up all the time if it doesn't suit your character and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you take the $1 million in real life?
Would I take the $1 million?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I would.
Well, not now, because now you're a big movie star.
Yeah.
But how about in the old days when you were up in Guelph? I know where you're
Well,
from.
then it's a different story. You do, thank you. Well, then it's maybe a different story. It would depend. But I don't know if I could live with myself, especially in that situation. It's almost if you have the money and you can't afford it yourself, is not such a moral issue. But if you don't have the money, then you're selling yourself for something. You know, there would be a sadness about that, I think.
Yeah, I think both ends would be
I thought the opposite. If you if you really need it, I mean, you know, then you get the business transaction.
Yeah, but then you had to sell yourself to get it.
You feel like
you were desperate. Whereas if you have the money, you're really just doing it because you want to do it. Not because you have to do it.
But Dominic Chianese,
it's
great.
In this, I was actually looking for your tattoos in this film.
Were you?
When Will I Be Loved? Yes, because you start off in this nude scene in the shower, and I'm surprised because I know that you used to have a no nudity clause in your contracts. In all film, you said no, I'm never going to, go bare. But you started to now. You did it in this film. What made you change your mind? And now that you've done it, is it just floodgates are open? You're just going to be nude in every film now?
No, you know, I had issues in the past with nudity when I feel that the scenes have nothing to do with the film itself or nothing to do with the character, but are solely there for box office draw. Then I have trouble with it. But with this film, it's about this woman's sexual exploration. She's very curious, and also spiritual exploration. So to me, it made sense to see her in this very raw state at the beginning of the film.
What do your parents think of all this?
We'll see. My dad's going to see it tomorrow in Toronto.
No, he's not going to see it with you sitting there, right?
I'm not going to even be in the audience.
That's a good
I told him he can go himself. I've warned him, and he's prepared, and he's an artist himself, so. Hopefully he'll have an understanding.
How is he going to feel about the lesbian affair that you have in the movie? Because that, I think 6 movies now you've had his lesbian affair.
No big deal to him.
Is it like a trend, or what is this?
You know, I think it seems to me that it's become a much more acceptable thing, and because of that it's become more acceptable in film, people are exploring it more in film at the moment. I don't know how many actresses my age haven't done a scene like that at this point in Hollywood. It does seem like a popular thing at the moment.
What do you think about what we were talking about before, about how teenagers are more apt to have intercourse when they watch movies and a lot of sex in films and television? Do you have any interest in that at all?
I think it's a tough call. I think kids are so exposed to sexuality and sex everywhere now, in magazines, yes, in television, yes, in movies, but also you have to look at the fact that their hormones are raging. They would be having these thoughts whether, the influence was there or not. So
do you think we bear any responsibility, the entertainers, in our movies, in our television shows, in our music?
There's a certain amount of responsibility, but then it's also up to parents, I think, to be aware of what their children are watching.
Yeah, you've got a large teen base. I mean, people, they've been watching you since Party of Five. So now when you do a film like this, if a fan comes up to you, you're like, well, this might not be one for you, but maybe next time.
Yeah, it's hard for me as an artist. I've sort of gotten to a place where I really can't make decisions based on what the audiences are going to feel about me or what the industry is going to feel about me. I did that for a long time, and then I realized you really have no control no matter what you think. So at this point, I'm an artist. I love to act. I love to grow as an artist.
A busy artist at that. You just finished up the musical version of Reefer Madness, and you got to work with your brother, Christian, who's here actually with us.
He's right there.
Right now. He plays Bobby Warner on All My Children. We love him as that. So do you have any dirt on your sister?
What's that?
Any dirt on your sister?
Oh, no.
Any info we might not know about Neve?
Dirt on my sister, jeez. I'm still shocked from watching her movie last night.
There were certain scenes I had to like look at every ceiling tile. It was ridiculous.
How do you think your father's going to handle it?
When she told me that he was going to be seeing it, I was like, oh dear God, I don't know, because I have to see him this weekend. He's then going to come down. I think I'm going to have to ply him with a lot of alcohol just to recover or something like that.
You play Bobby, so does that mean you're Cliff and Nina's kid? Okay.
I know, Cliff. You know what? I don't know.
Because you cannot be old enough. I've been watching this show for 25 years, and you better not be old enough to be Cliff and Nina's kid.
How were you guys working together? Did you fight at all? Have any sibling?
No, it was my brother is the lead in the movie, and he's phenomenal in it. It was a play that he started in actually in Los Angeles. It was supposed to go for 2 months and went for 2 years, and he won Best Actor in Los Angeles.
Wonderful.
And it's genius. The film's going to be fantastic.
You have a younger brother also, Damien. And I know that he suffers from Tourette Syndrome, and this is very close to your heart. You've been doing some work in this area.
Yeah.
How has his struggle affected you?
Well, luckily, Damien's Tourette Syndrome has sort of weaned down a little bit. He doesn't suffer too harshly from it anymore. During puberty and during childhood, it can be very strong, and when you pass puberty, it can either get much stronger or it can go down. Yeah. And luckily, his has gone down. But it was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge for us. It was sad. It was heartbreaking to see this little kid who struggled, and there's so much misunderstanding about Tourette Syndrome.
But they're making strides in Tourette's.
Yeah,
I was reading about some medical breakthroughs.
Yeah, they're starting to make strides. I mean, it's still a ways away. But really, the one of the main challenges is that people have a better understanding of it, and people, learn about it. Because people think it's just the coprolalia, just the swearing, or they think, there's something vile about that, or that these people actually use it as an excuse, and they really are bad people, are annoying, and it's not true. They can't control it.
You're able to use the platform you have to make people understand it in a better way. I think that's great. You have a great sister, let me tell you.
Neve, I'm going to see you later in the month, right?
I know, we're doing a movie together.
Well, actually, it's your movie. I'm going to just be one of the characters, so that'll be good.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It'll be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Little co-star.
Are you going to be a naked star?
I will keep all my clothes on. The movie's called Relative Strangers. It's going to be a romantic comedy. It's fun.
We'll be checking for your tattoo star later. Thanks to Neve Campbell. When Will I Be Loved opens this Friday in select theaters. We'll be right back with Al Gore's daughter.